In this second video, using Fusion 360, I want to build on some of the tools that we've used in the first video. Quick recap, Fusion is a CAD software, computer-aided design. I have all these different tools available that will help us with the design of some simple shape. In this case, I've started with a very simple rectangle. A couple of things to remember. In times when you're making a piece, you may want to make your sketches and you rename them. If you need to change ideas or something in there, you can go in and edit your sketch. Different sketching tools pop up. And when you're done, you exit the sketch and it takes you back. There's this orbit tool for the mechanics of looking around. If you click on it, you can rotate around and look at your part. And if you notice up in the right, you have that orientation thing going around. Oops. And that sort of origin thing keeps flipping around. If you get in trouble, you can always just click home and it will put you back to where you are, zooming in and out as before, and then you can pan and all of the other zoom tools that you might use. I want to build on it from our first video. I'm going to switch to sketch mode, and right away it's saying, oh, you want to sketch? What face, what place do you want to sketch something on? And I'm going to pick the top face on there. I'm going to just put a circle. I'm going to guesstimate somewhere in the middle. It comes up and asks me my diameter, so I'll type 0.125 inch and a quarter diameter, and I press enter, and that's where I want my circle. I'm going to finish the sketch, and I'm going to go to extrude. It picks what do you want to extrude. I could extrude that if I wanted to. Notice when you're extruding, it's adding length to what was already extruded. If I go the other way, it's subtracting length from what was already there. So when I bring it back to an extrude of 0, I'm back to the original face, not some other length from a previous extrusion. So that's a little bit kind of weird to understand that. I may not like that. I can always hit the undo button and go back and say, you know what, I'm going to extrude the circle actually. And then I can do an extrusion up. Again, I can taper it if I wanted to. I don't want to in this case. And if I go negative, it's actually not an extrusion per se, but over here the operation switched from joining material when I went outside the box to inside. I'm actually cutting away material. So when you're doing an extrusion, again, you could, if I undo that, do that, and then I pick that piece and I want to extrude it, I could go in here and say, I'm going to cut. And as I go down, it's going to say, okay, what do you want to cut? I'll just say 1 inch deep. And now I get an error. If I type something wrong, I'm going to go down 1. Oh, I see. I have to put a negative in. I want to go down negative. That's my mistake. Negative 1.0 and press enter. And then if I use my pen tool, there's that hole in there. Okay. Now over here, notice when I'm done, I have a second sketch. I want to go back and I want to click on that name. Oops. Get out of pan mode and go back home. And then I go to sketch and I'm going to rename it hole in box to remind myself that that was that feature that does that. If you have 2, 3, 4 features, each one of them should be renamed to represent what that feature was. So again, there's some more tools to play around with and give it a try. That's the end of this video. Oh, before I end the video, always hit save. Make sure that you keep a copy updated of what you're doing. Okay, that's it for now.